Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey! It's
Hey, T, how are
Wednesday.
you?
It's
Hey, guys,
Wednesday.
it is
I'm fine. How are
Wednesday. Yo,
you?
go ahead.
I just want to
Y'all
know
jealous? Y'all, do you
who
guys see
house
my
you
beautiful
in.
new home?
Right? Who house you in?
You know, the Lord has been blessing me
You in the
with an
blessing business.
amazing virtual background.
He's in the blessing business. Hey, everybody! Happy Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, it's live with T and Q, and of course, we're here with the new season. Clap it
Yes,
up!
a
Clap it up!
new
Clap it
season.
up! Hi, Q.
New season, new platforms, new goals, new guests, new opportunities, new greatness, new inspiration, and new everything, new blessings. So we are so glad to be sharing that with you guys today. We hope that you have had an amazing day. We have some great conversation. Looking forward to getting to it. See, how's everything been? How's it been being an engaged, fully engaged
Hold on,
grown lady?
Daddy. Oh wow! Well, I mean, it's been amazing. I've gone through my trials of. Ooh, I'm engaged now. That took a minute. And it took a minute because now I have to learn to share, which is one thing I always talk about, of course, when we talk about relationships. But now I have to actually learn to share. So it's been really cool. It's been an adjustment, but I'm excited. Trying to start planning this wedding and all this other good stuff. So I mean, I can't complain. I just can't complain. I can't complain. It's been pretty good.
See, but you haven't started to plan. You are now in the planning process. Like this lady knows
Correct.
what she wants to do. She knows the date. She knows the colors. It's just
Yes.
we gotta get there now.
Right. Now it's all about putting those pieces together. Know the date, know
Yeah.
the place, know the colors. Pretty much we know the bridal party and groomsmen. So now it's just about putting all those things together. So now we got flowers and all, and literally I thought I was gonna try and do it, but I'm gonna get a wedding planner. I just can't do this. I can barely get to work. I know I can't plan no wedding. I got the other parts down, so that's it. That's all I can say.
Hey, you know what? Now, what I want to know, like for the cocktail reception and stuff like that, are we going to have tasty wines as like, is that going to be too much product that we can't sell, or are we going to include that in the wedding
What I'm
budget
gonna
to
do.
purchase?
So we have this thing called the honeymoon fund or the honey fund, I think is what it's called. And so the honey fund, you put a list of all the things that you need to get, have, and purchase. And instead of people buying you gifts for the wedding, they can contribute to the honey fund, or they can buy gifts from the honey fund. So I'm gonna put the cases of wine as gifts for the honey fund. So if I don't have to donate them and I can get them paid for or sponsored,
Yeah.
that's always a good thing. But it won't be the only drink that we have, of course, but it's definitely going to be in the building. You know that.
I like the sounds of that. And if any of our liquor brand representative friends are listening
Yes.
at the moment, go ahead and give us a call. We might need you for some things real quick. So
We definitely will. We
for the,
definitely will. So I'm
wedding of
excited
the
about
year.
all of that. Really. I
And
am. I can't wait.
speaking of weddings and engage, did you the Brat got married yesterday? If you guys know, it was awesome Tuesday,
All
two
the twos.
twenty two.
Yes, 22.
2022, and the
Right.
Brat and her longtime girlfriend, fiance, is it Big Booty Judy or just Judy?
I don't
Just
think it's
Judy.
Big Booty. It's just Judy. It's just Judy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got married yesterday. So congratulations to them leading off the year with love.
Yes. They weren't the only one. There was a whole bunch of people in China who decided to do the same thing because they were saying that it was some energy and an aura and some air. So they felt like if they got married at that date on those days, because two represents coupling and wholeness. So it was like I think it was like 50,000 people. I can't remember how to look, but a whole bunch of people got married in China too.
Not a crazy thing. Why didn't anybody do the same thing on 2/2/22? Because it's the same thing. It's still twos. It's just missing 1/2.
Too early in the month. The first of the month, you got other bills to pay and stuff to do.
Oh,
So
you gotta pay rent, so you can't pay.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know, you got other stuff. So you don't have time for all that stuff. You have to wait till hey, it's another two coming up. So bam, it worked out that way. Perfect. Perfect.
Well, that's it. Let's see. When is the next one? Uh, nope. I think that's it.
That's it.
Unless we make it to oh yes, March 3rd, 2033.
Mm,
No, or March 33rd.
no.
Of whatever. Congratulations to them.
Exactly. Good job, Brad.
What else is
They
what
got
else
a
is
show
going
coming
on?
out, correct? Too. Or I
Who?
know they have their one show, but don't they have another one that's going to follow up?
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah. I
And
think
speaking
so.
of shows, did you hear about Real Housewives, the allegedness of what's going on? Allegedly, they're going to boot Candy Burris off after this season and bring Jenny Mai from the Real Land.
When that tea spill? No, you got some new tea.
It's been dripping. It's been dripping today. It's been everywhere. I'm like, really? Y'all want to get rid of Candy? Probably because Jenny is going to require a nice little payout.
Right. Well, here's
But
the
I
thing.
would be sad to see Candy like leave from Housewives because she at this point is the longest running housewife because she came in season 2?
I'm not sure. Was it?
I
I'm
think
not
this
sure.
season.
I know you keep up more. But here's the thing about that. I
Yeah.
think with this is they're trying to get some fresh air, right? We've seen Candy develop, I think, as much as she can develop. There's no more fights she needs to start. There's no more things that she's going to be launching. Everything she does, she's pretty much set in there. So there's no storyline to continue outside of her having another child. She's been married. She's had a child. They started the business. I mean, there's nothing else for her to give us, especially in a messy way. And the shows have to be messy. But I'm shocked that Jenny Mai would want to come on the Housewives. I'm kind of shocked at that, being the type of person that she is, and Jeezy being in the spotlight the way he is. I'm not quite sure that
So as far as
she agreed to that.
As far as Candy goes, she also has her spinoff that's coming. I think it's like Candy and the Gang or something like that. So maybe she'll end up really on that.
Right.
And as far as Jeannie goes, well, we thought a lot about her until she got divorced from that guy she was married to in the beginning because she didn't want to have any kids. Then she ended up getting with Jeezy, a completely different something, and then end up having a kid. So Jeannie is full of surprises.
She's full of surprises, but I just don't see her I don't see her energy, the way she talks and conducts herself, and the reputation that she has. I don't see her energy being very housewife-ish, because you can't come on a housewife and just be, sedity and correct all the time. They're expecting you to bring something. So with her being who she is and Jeezy being who he is, I just can't believe that she would agree. I'm not saying that she doesn't have a story. I just can't believe that she would agree to do it. That's what I'm surprised about.
Well, the thing is, they're probably trying to revive it because, as we know, for like the last season or so, it's been kind of on a decline as far as viewership and new viewers and things like that. So the thing is, we may not know who Jeannie really is. Excuse me. When she gets behind those Bravo cameras, like those Fox cameras might be something different, but those Bravo cameras might be a completely different. Like it ain't Jeannie Mai no more. It's Jeannie Jenkins. So
I don't think it's a good idea. I wouldn't have done it if I was her. She doesn't need that platform. She doesn't need that outlet for any reason. She has she's a very successful talk show on The Talk. What is it? The View, whatever she's on. The Girls, whatever that is.
The Real.
The Real. Okay. So she has a very successful talk show with The Real. She's married to one of the most successful rappers in the industry.
Right.
I just think that this is not a good idea, but we'll see.
I agree. Now, what do you feel about the Wendy Williams show? A couple of weeks ago, they announced that Sherri Shepherd was going to be like the permanent replacement at that moment for the Wendy Williams show, because it was said that there was a lot going on with Wendy and she probably wasn't going to make it back to the show. Well, as of yesterday, 2/22/22, it was announced that Sherry would be now taking over that slot, I guess, in her own show that's going to be airing in September.
I saw that. And first of all, congratulations to Sherry. She held it down. She's been wanting to have her own show. She did say since she left the talk. What was she on the talk? I don't know. The View.
The real.
Oh, she was on the Real.
She was, yeah. Sherry was on
the Real. Cute.
The View. I thought I said The View.
The View. You said The Real. Anyway,
and that was in 2014 that she left.
2014, right? And she said she's been wanting her own talk show ever since. And this is when she learned that delay does not mean denial. So now she has the opportunity to have her own show. Sometimes it takes us a little minute for people to get behind us and for people to see us who we really are in that light. So I believe she's going to be really successful. Obviously, she's had a good viewership. She's had a good response. And they thought enough of her to be like, okay, we feel you, people feel you, and here you go. It's time for your own show. So congratulations to her. I heard Wendy had something to say. I've been waiting on her response. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm waiting to see what she had to say about it, because she congratulated Wendy. She actually gave Wendy her accolades. She said nobody has carried the torch like Wendy. Wendy started it. No, this is what Sherry said.
Oh, okay.
This is what Sherry said about Wendy. That nobody's carried the torch like Wendy. She's done this, and she has laid a platform, and she's not trying to replace her. She's just trying to follow in her footsteps. So, what could Wendy say bad about that?
Oh, it's Wendy Williams. She can find something. She can find something. But hopefully Wendy is doing well, because every time you hear a report, it's something negative. Or it may be truthful about what she's dealing with health wise. Who knows? But
I heard she was trying to get back with her husband, her ex-husband. What I heard now, I heard they've been talking and having a good conversation. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Her and Big Kevin. Really?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, come on now. You know how they go. They got divorced. Things happen. It wasn't her idea to divorce. She only divorced him because he was talking crazy about her, seeing somebody else, got somebody pregnant, and using her money. It wasn't because
No, she only got divorced because we all found out about it.
That's
what's his happening. It was
exactly. So she didn't divorce him because she wanted to leave him. She divorced him more so to save face, to stop people from talking about her, so she wouldn't be the hot topic everywhere else, and that she would take control of the way she was dictating how she looked in the public. Doesn't mean her heart changed for the man. It just means she needed to change her image. And image doesn't always go with your heart. Sometimes you'll know what's best, but your heart is like, no, I'm here. I'm here. So I'm hoping that it's not. I mean, they have a child together. They've done life together for a long time. He was her manager. I mean, those things can cause you to reconnect with somebody, but I don't know if I can do it after all. But I won't say not, because again,
every situation is different. Yeah.
So she's not in the spotlight now. Maybe she's like, bump y'all on what y'all talking about until he have another baby on her and go do some other shit that he did before. Because it's not like he's just automatically about to just change all of a sudden. Maybe he was running out of the corn and she left him. How about okay.
Well, we'll see. Story developing.
Listen.
Speaking of developing stories, I'm sorry. We didn't congratulate you.
Sorry, because you cut me off. But go ahead.
About last week's media and influencers tasting. Congratulations.
Can we clap it up for that? That was awesome. We need an applause button on here. That was such a great. I talked to you earlier that day. I had such anxiety about that day, but everything turned out so good, well. The product was so well received, and I think that was my biggest thing. I wanted to make sure that everybody liked, what they were tasting. And it's one thing for me to know y'all like it, because, and for me to like it, even though y'all gonna tell me the truth and be like, this is some bullshit, this ain't really good. But to put it in a crowd of people, of influence, people that, are blogging and media personalities and, just Atlanta's own greatest, and put it in their hands and them say that it was good, man, that was definitely the icing on the cake for me. So I thank you for being there, make sure everything went well like always. And I'm excited. I just want to thank everybody for coming. So I really appreciated that. So I'm excited. So thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
And if
Now,
you need a glass, I actually got some more orders after that, and people are still ordering. And every time somebody gets a glass, they're like, "Listen, this is so good." And I'm like, "Y'all, I swear, it's not just me creating the wine. It's a product that is super fantastic. It is amazing." There you go. Tasty Wines, you guys. So if you want to, go ahead and order. You can go to allthingsbeautiful.net. Their website will be changing within the next 2 to 3 weeks to Tasty Sips. I don't know if it's Tasty Wines or Tasty Sips. I couldn't remember which one. So we'll have a website just dedicated for the wine. But yeah, look at all those. So I'm so thankful for you guys for loving it and continue to buy it and share it, and more people will continue to buy it as well. And so I appreciate that. I really, really do. Tasty Wine, right on time. I got me a glass right now.
You always have a glass of Tasty. Yes.
I do have to set out a budget for my own shit because I know I'm going to drink it.
At least she ain't getting high on her own supply for free. This is what an entrepreneur does. She puts back into the business. So
we have to pay for it. We have dedicated, like, if we buy it, we have to actually swipe and pay for it. We do. So there you go. Thanks, Atlanta. Speaking of Atlanta, I know y'all didn't think I was going to let this go by.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, this has been the talk, especially in Atlanta, but it's so big, it's made it to TMZ and all types of other outlets about this song about Not Atlanta. So have you heard about this too? The song?
I have.
Okay.
I have. I wasn't impressed.
Well, there's a new song that's sparking a debate online, and now it's got people questioning if they're really from Atlanta. Take a listen.
Cali Paul, it's not Atlanta. Latonia, it's not Atlanta. Clayco, it's not Atlanta. Decatur, it's not Atlanta. Gwinnett, it's not Atlanta. Roswell, it's not Atlanta.
Okay, so everything is not Atlanta, essentially, right? Okay, Atlanta rapper Amaretta the Great dropping her new song over the weekend. It's called Sorry Not Sorry. It gained more than 1 million views on Instagram, hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. And she says everybody that claims they're from Atlanta, well, they're not necessarily from Atlanta. She says if you're from College Park, if you're from Roswell, Lithonia, Decatur, any of those places, you're not from Atlanta. And I know you're thinking what we're all thinking. How in the world is she calling us out? But then she did this whole music video at Truist Park, which we know is definitely not Atlanta.
Maybe though, it was all by design, and she's taking a silent and veiled shot at the Braves.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
There. I wasn't thinking about that.
Probably not. I think they just filmed it in front of Truist Park.
That would be cool though if she really thought all that through. But either way,
and the Braves are not Atlanta.
Not
but you didn't say that in the lyrics.
Right.
Oh, she wasn't taking no shot at the Braves. Forget the Braves. No matter if the Braves are downtown or if they're in Cobb County, right on the border. The Braves are still Atlanta. And
yes, because we have to remember they started out in Atlanta, in the heart of Atlanta, even though now they're at Truist Park, and that has been the whole thing. Well, why would she shoot it in front of there? Because Truist Park is in Marietta, and Marietta is not Atlanta, which is true. And so what happened with that is, because that was such a big deal, because she shot it at Truist Park, now the CAU has agreed, either Morehouse or the whole conglomerate together, has agreed to let her reshoot the video right there in the heart of Atlanta at Morehouse.
See, but the thing is it going to hit the same? Is it going to mean the same? Because now she started this big debate. Now, me personally, I'm not from Atlanta, but when I moved to Georgia and its surrounding neighborhoods, I lived
the metro.
I lived in the city of Atlanta for a number of years. At this point, I'm now in Jonesboro. But according to my girl Sierra, this is where we stay crunk. Throw it up. Doug's on Cadillac. White tees, Nikes.
That's
Next is
what
at.
I can't. I cannot.
Now what she say? Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep, there you go. Well, Adamsville, that is Atlanta. Bankhead, that is Atlanta.
It's
College,
exactly
College
right.
Park is College Park, but it's still Atlanta. You know,
that's what she was saying. If you didn't grow up in those areas, because Atlanta is its own beast, and she says that in the song. There's things that happen in the city of Atlanta, in the zones of Atlanta, that's actually just true to people who actually lived in the city of Atlanta. And for people that's in Lithonia, people that's in Jonesboro, people that's in College Park, in the north, in the south, but she said that is not Atlanta. So you have to actually experience the city of Atlanta to be Atlanta. And it's been such a big debate that it's everywhere. And if TMZ caught it, then you know that's a big deal. So she needs to enjoy her 15 minutes of fame. Because the Atlanta I'm familiar with when I got here is a little freaknik Atlanta, and that's definitely totally different than she would ever know. Maybe her mama know, or her grandmama know, because see, grandmamas now are my age.
I bet she's named after her grandmother.
That's my Atlanta. That's my experience with Atlanta. I've been here for 22 years, so Freaknik was how I got here. Came here from college, came to Freaknik, and baby was like, "Look, I gotta move to Atlanta." And I did that, and 22 years later, here we are, still Atlanta.
Calais Park, it's not Atlanta. Lithonia, it's not Atlanta. Clay Coat, it's not Atlanta. Decatur, it's not Atlanta. Gwinnett, it's not Atlanta. Roswell, it's not Atlanta. Fort Park, it's not Atlanta. Lynburn, it's not Atlanta. Look, the North, it's not Atlanta. The South, it's not Atlanta. You niggas, it's not Atlanta. You bitches, it's not Atlanta. Big Rudder on to Atlanta.
Hilarious.
I bet she got her name from her grandma.
Amaretta. She got that name from her grandma who drinks Amaretta sours. That's where she got that from. Because I've never heard nobody named. She is too young to be named Amaretta.
Agreed.
Take that for
how you spell it? Amaretta.
Oh.
Nope, you went out. O and what?
I think that's her name. That's it.
Amaretta.
Did you pull it up? I'm sure it's Googleable. I have to say that.
Oh, absolutely. At this point,
it's Googleable. And
let's see.
So
I wonder how many followers she had before this, and how many, followers, supporters, streams, and all that stuff.
I hope she doesn't try to become an artist off of this, though. I don't see her being an artist. Maybe, but it's not gonna. She needs to enjoy her 15 minutes of fame.
Oh.
She done got 1.5. Are you serious?
That's a lot.
She now has 1.5 million followers. I think it's time for us to make a song, Q. I believe it's time for us to make a song. I need you to click on one of those and see how many followers she had before the song.
Oh, he got to scroll all the way down.
I don't know. I'm sure, like, just right in here, right there. Yeah, like.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
But you know what people did though? People, when they started following her after that, they scrolled all the way down and started liking stuff from the beginning of Instagram.
Wow. I'm telling you, Q, we gotta do a song now. We gotta come up with something.
What you want?
How many likes on that one? Y'all know I can't see, my damn glasses ain't on. She a cute little girl in those pictures, though. She's cute.
Yeah.
She's cute. Enjoy your 15, baby girl. Enjoy. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Q, happy Ahmaud Arbery Day.
Yes, happy Ahmaud Arbery Day in Georgia. So today is Ahmaud Arbery Day here in Georgia. It marks the 2nd anniversary of the day Ahmaud Arbery was shot and killed by these 3 not lovely young gentlemen in the screen right now. And on the day of his 2nd anniversary of his murder, these guys who are serving a life sentence already on state charges were convicted on federal hate crime charges.
Yeah. Good.
Yes. Boom. Found guilty.
I'm glad.
Who's going to jail, even though they're already in jail.
Yeah. So listen, gives me a little hope, especially for that to happen in Georgia, for it to happen with a jury that's in South Georgia, where we know the racial climate there is crazy. The judge actually shocked me, who seemed to be unbiased, but definitely on the side, to me, of justice and Ahmaud Arbery and his family. So I'm glad to see that happen. Looks like Georgia is trying to set some different standards. First, we went blue, right? Then we got the people that we wanted in office, and now with these verdicts, it seems to be turning out a lot different than they have all over the country. So I'm glad to see that we can actually make a difference with what's happening in this racial climate. I'm glad to see that. I'm proud of Georgia, especially South Georgia. We know what these people are like here, and I'm very proud to say that they did the right thing on this one.
Yes. All right. That's enough of them on our screen. It's Black History. Too many white faces on the screen.
Too many?
Too many.
Too many. Well, good for them. I'm glad they're going to jail.
Yes.
I'm
glad they're going to stay in jail. Yeah, because they're already there on the. Right.
Yeah. It's bananas.
So, what else? This lovely.
You said something about a new strain of COVID.
I forgot what it's called.
A new vaccine. Huh?
Oh, see, I didn't hear about the vaccine. I heard about a new strand of COVID, and let's see, it's called something with an S, I think.
Really?
The stealth Omicron variant. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's let's see. So
pull it up.
So, all right. So, a Japanese study led by researchers from the University of Tokyo has concluded that a BA.2 subvariant of the Omicron coronavirus variant is not only faster at spreading, but may also cause more severe disease.
I'm over it.
I know. They created something new that, is going to get us a little faster, and now it's going to be a little worse.
No.
Crazy.
I'm over it.
But I thank God, and I gotta find some wood to knock on. But I thank God that it's been 2 years. Oh Lord, the dog.
That was my bad. I knocked on the knock. I don't know what I was thinking.
I know, but 2 years. We 2 years in the game at this point, and thank God I have not. Hey, dog, shut your ass up.
Shut up and go sit down. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, I have not had corona. We need to get them dogs a little shot of wine every Wednesday at about.
We actually gave them. That was my fault if I hadn't knocked. But we actually bought them some of those weed things for dogs, CBD.
Oh, little chip weed
so
BD.
They're in my purse. I'm gonna make sure they get them today.
Go throw them one now. It's time to chill out.
Calm down. So you heard about a new variant, but I've been reading about a new vaccine.
Really?
Yes. So while that's
we need 5 vaccines to live.
According to CNN, the world could soon have another vaccine option in the fight against COVID-19. European drug makers Sinovac and GSK announced positive results from a late-stage clinical testing of a new vaccine that will be named Vidpertin. VIDPREVTYN. That's what it's called. According, so the companies plan to seek authorization in the shots in the U.S. and Europe. So a new vaccine is coming out. It's a protein-based vaccine. you know everything with protein in it is the shit, right? And this was supposed to be
everything with protein is
everything with protein in it is the business. You know, protein is the business. We need our protein. You gotta have protein. So this is supposed to be 100% effective when it's released.
Well, all right.
There you go.
Well,
So new strain, that's okay. We got a new vaccine right on the way.
So, I mean, first we needed the 2 shots, then we needed the booster shot, then we needed the booster shot to boost the booster. I mean, it's just like, it is so much. I am going to.
Did you get the booster?
No, I didn't. I'm going to do as the old black ladies do, and I'm going to pray for God to cover me. Amen. As he has been doing, and you know, just do what I need to do. Like, it's too much going on. Like, y'all still, and we're 2 years in, don't know everything that y'all need to know. So we're still guinea pigs with this whole vaccine thing. So I'm chilling out right now. Y'all told me that 2 was good. Now y'all got me at 5 and 6. So I'm all right.
With it. I'm just not cool with it.
My ass.
I'm not getting the booster. I'm not getting anything else after this. I'm going to continue to take, if I have any type of exposure, my doctor, who is the best doctor in the world, Dr. Sai, has always given me I lost my thought. She gives me, the steroid. She always gives me the steroid pack. And it has worked. When I had COVID and I was down, I was sick for like the first 3 days bad. And so she sent me the COVID pack, the steroid pack. I forgot the name of it. And that was a miracle worker. And so that steroid pack is the thing that they get asthma patients and everybody to work on their lungs or whatever to stop you from getting stopped up and all that other good stuff. And so the Z-Pack, that's what it is. It's a Z-Pack. So study the Z-Pack because a lot of doctors start prescribing the Z-Pack, and then here comes the CDC or the FDA or whoever talking about the Z-Pack may not be, it started out as a good idea, but it may not be. Y'all didn't want nobody to have nothing that was going to knock out those dang on systems. And that thing made me feel amazing. So Dr. Sai, you are the business. And next time something happens, I will be getting the Z-Pack. Period.
Oh, really?
The Z-Pack is the shit now. It is.
Okay. I hear you.
You keep them booster shots over there. I don't want it. You wrong for that. You wrong for that bug. Nobody doing no boosters.
Okay.
No boosters at all. None. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I did have something I want to talk about. I don't know if you're ready to talk about it though.
Uh-oh. What is that?
Okay, first I'm talking about this one thing. I'm gonna lead it to the next thing. So just want you to know that the FDA has actually finally granted its first condom approved for anal sex.
Okay.
It's the first condom approved for anal sex.
What is it? Now, thicker?
So my question is, what is the difference? And I'm going to find it. What do you think the difference is between that condom and regular condoms?
The material?
Let's find out if it's the material. That thing just jumped off of me. I just didn't understand. First of all, I didn't know we were working on a condom just for anal sex. Can I start there? Because I thought all condoms would be the same. Would they not? Apparently
not if they're working on a butt condom. Now, look, they also have, everybody's used to the regular condoms, and I work in public health, so I see a lot of the stuff we get. So there's also a female condom, and that thing is probably about the size of your arm. I would never wear it. I would absolutely, positively never wear it. It looks like too much work to get it to put it on. Absolutely. You got to unroll it, then you got to stick your whole hand up there to put it in. Sounds like too much. By the time it's done, like you ain't gonna want no sex. You don't want none if you gotta use that. Nah. Why would I do it? Guess you wouldn't. Make sense. So I guess you haven't found the difference. No. My thing went out to the other way. So I'm gonna find the difference.
in a minute because I do need to know what the difference is. But that I guess it kind of leads me, and maybe it shouldn't have led me to this, but I'm going to let me get back to it because I want to ask you the question because the governor of, I'm gonna find it right here, bam, thank you. So the Texas governor orders state agencies to investigate gender transitioning as child abuse.
What?
So if a child has decided to transition and the parents allow the child to transition, Texas governor wants to charge that as child abuse.
Texas is a different kind of state anyway.
True.
So, yeah. Probably a lot of soccer moms and ladies that drink boxed wine that had a big issue with this because, for the most part, Texas is a conservative,
very
Christian
conservative,
values, stuff like that. So, anything that goes against that and embarrasses the brand of the family,
right,
is child abuse.
So I have my questions on this though. I've always felt like, is it an age that's too young for a child to decide how they see themselves genderly? I'm sure that's not the right word, but how they choose their gender, how they see themselves, or how they see their gender. Is there an age that you think is too young for a child to be like, yeah, I think now I feel like I'm a girl? Or
under 12. Under 12. However, before anybody is transitioning, there are intense therapy sessions that occur. So, you got to make sure that your mind is right. You got to make sure that this ain't lead you to want to do this and you're not doing it because of somebody else. So the thing is, it ain't just something like your child come to you today and say, hey, mom, I want to be a boy. And then tomorrow y'all going to get, some hormones and some surgery. Like this whole thing is a process. Like it ain't happening overnight because there are also, doctor's appointments. And like I said, therapy. And then there's also pills and medicine and estrogen or testosterone and things like that have to be used in order to start that transition process. But it doesn't happen overnight.
Okay, so that's the official transitioning. What about just doing it as dress and acting? And you know what I'm saying, Mom, I feel like a boy, so now I want to wear dresses. No, I haven't transitioned into all the sexual parts and those changes and the hormones, but you know what? I feel like right now I want to start wearing dresses because I know a couple of people who teach in the school systems who are encountering middle schoolers, like 6th, 7th, 8th graders who are now transitioning, not necessarily in the medical way, but in the physical way and in the emotional way. And a lot of people have a tendency to think that this has to do with sex. And it really doesn't. Can we talk about the transitioning, how having feeling a different gender has absolutely nothing to do with sexual activity?
I think you just said it. It has nothing to do with sex. It all depends on how you feel and identify. Like some guys, you may wake up feeling like you the man, but that's not what other people see. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's how you feel, it's how you identify, and nobody's going to take that away from you. Some women may feel like they're the best thing since sliced bread, they're the most beautiful thing out there. But when other people look at you, they may see a mud duck. However, can't nobody tell you no different about how you feel inside about yourself and who you are. So at the end of the day,
is that too young? Is it too young to decide? What is too young to decide that I feel like a girl, I feel like a boy, to choose my gender?
Changing gender, I definitely feel like the teenage stage. Yeah. But I think kids nowadays are definitely different than once before. Parents and the relationships with their children is much different than before. What I feel now is parents are actually having conversations with their children. My generation, your generation, generations before us, the kids did what the parents told them to do, and that was just what it was. But now I think parents are understanding my kids are actual people. My kids have an actual opinion. My kids have a voice, and I'm going to let them use it. So we're going to have this conversation because I want to know who you are. And sometimes they feel things and they experience things that now their parents are allowing them to actually talk about. And those parents are actually taking it into account when moving forward with how their child is going to live.
I think that parents are definitely more open to listening because the world has evolved and is changing, and kids do have a voice. However, kids are also still in the guidance stage. They still need to be directed. We were created to be parents to direct our children in the best way that's for them to live their lives in the best way so they can get the best results. So I still think there's a time it's too young. We can have the discussion and ask them why, but I still think to make that type of major decision, because we go through so many thought processes as children. Hell, we do it as adults. Because we are so emotional, because we're growing, because we're going through puberty, because they have such peer pressure, because they're exposed to so much social media and things that they would never have seen before. Is this pressure? Is this your idea? Did you see this? What is making you feel this way? And I think if we can go through those questions and figure that out, then yeah, let's talk about it. But let's talk about the real part of it, that these are still kids. And I think there has to be a certain age before I would feel like I'm okay for my child to make that decision, and definitely some counseling at the same time too.
Yeah.
So there needs to be some leadership. Yeah, it needs to be. But yeah, I just think we had that with Dwayne Wade's child, little girl. Now this the boyless little girl. Again, I said my friend.
And that started when 7, 8.
Yeah, but then I think he started changing and dressing and stuff up at like 12, 13, 11, 12, somewhere in there.
I feel like, let me see. I feel like that child is 11, 12 now.
So it was younger.
14. Yeah.
But I think it was like 11 or 12 that he started deciding that this is how he was feeling.
Don't you?
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
that's right. I can get fired for that.
You're gonna get canceled.
Listen, let me tell you how serious people need to understand that this is, especially in the workplace and areas anymore. You truly have to identify the person as they identify themselves. I don't care if it's a big man walking with a beard and a cigar or whatever that we feel like a man is. If he comes in and says that he's a she, I have to address him as such. And that's the crazy part about it. I have to address him how he sees himself. So if he says he's a woman, I gotta be yes, ma'am. So there's no longer can we address people when they come to the office as ma'am and sir. We have to be very dry, very direct, which takes away all of kind of the politeness or the what you would call it. It takes that away because all you can be like, yes, no.
Yeah.
You don't know what else to say because you might want to say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am, or use those. You can no longer do that.
And I work once again in public health, so I work with people that come in, and you may look like a woman, you may look like a man. That's what it looks like you were born as. But then I'm looking on a paper, and I'm just like, because there's an intake form, and you look on this intake form, and it's something marked that's completely different than what you see in front of you. So me, like, you got to ask. You have to ask how they identify so that you don't offend people, because nowadays it's just like this new wave of people is so they will cuss you out. They will, very
Super
sensitive about it.
sensitive. Like, how am I be mad if I tell you to address me as sir, and you look me up and down, we're like, this is you crazy? You look straight like a woman.
But then it's so many, I can't just call somebody gay, straight, bisexual, lesbian anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You pansexual, there's demisexual, there's asexual, there's like all these other kind of things. And the thing is, you can't get mad at me for calling you something if I didn't know. If I walk up to you, I'll be like, you are such a beautiful lady. I am not a lady. I am a them and a they. Well, damn, I just met you. So them and a they, that is a thing. I didn't know this. So you can't get mad at me for what I didn't know. They ready to pop off and get all up in your them, they is a thing now. Where he, him, her, whatever. It's a thing on, I think, like Instagram, like different boxes that you can check. Let me see if I can find it.
That is crazy to me. And see, the more choices, the more options you give, the more confusing, the more exhausting it gets.
I don't know if you got, hold up, where we at? Right here, where it says pronouns. Pronouns, add your pronouns. So them, there's a option now. So let's see. I'm gonna add that to my Instagram. I'm gonna add it to my profile, and boom, right there after my name, it says them or they. So now people got to call me them or they, but I'm about to remove this because you can call me him. Thank you.
I just think sometimes we do too much to listen. I'm all for equality all day long. Racial equality, gender equality, whatever you feel like, cool. But we really offer too many options that allow too many errors for mistake. And then you're not, at that point, you're judged or whatever based on that error. So if I say the wrong thing, now I can lose my job because you decided that I didn't address you correctly. So now I can no longer be as courteous as I would like to be because I can't use a pronoun. I can't say sermon. I can't say anything. All I can say is yes or no. Now I'm dry. She wasn't kind. She wasn't kind. So I just want, we're just creating a space where it's actually getting more complicated than it has to be. Yeah. Because people's feelings are hurt and everybody wants their way.
Falling into the super sensitivity. Now I'm all for people, sharing their feelings, but I think a lot of times people's anger is placed in the wrong way. So like I said, if I walk up to you and I call you sir, but you identify as a ma'am or you identify as this and that, instead of coming to me and say, hey, I know we don't know each other, but this is how I prefer to be to be addressed. You coming at me like you ready to bite my head off. And that's an unfortunate thing. How can we all learn and get better together if we don't have these conversations in a way where I'm going to receive it in a better way?
And that's why we have these conversations. That's one of the reasons why we have this platform, so we can have these conversations, because there's so many people that I know are setting on their hands or feel like they're walking on eggshells when it comes to dealing with people because they don't know how to address them. They feel like they can't feel the way they want to feel because it's going to be offensive. And here's the deal. Here's the general thing. You can feel how you want to feel. You just have to act accordingly. Okay? Yeah, there's a way you can feel your ideas in your home, the way you do your life, the way you do whatever you're doing is one thing, but the way you act and deal with the public is a whole nother thing, and you have to learn how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might not like the way everybody lives their life, and that's okay, because we may not like the way you live your life. You just have to treat people fairly and accordingly, and that's it. That's it.
Pretty much. The end.
The end. So there's don't start saying yes ma'am and no ma'am to people you don't know for sure. Because somebody been on bust your head talking about they are not a ma'am and they are not a son.
Yes, you are absolutely correct.
They'll be mad about it. So that's that on that. Is that on there?
So look,
Ooh,
guys.
I don't know. Huh?
I know we're not done yet, but before, we get ready to end, I just want to tell you guys we have some amazing things coming up this here season. Over the next couple weeks, we're going to be having some great conversations with some amazing people. Before we go, if you guys look up in this corner, right? Hold on, keep
there.
going.
Look
Right.
Good job.
Yeah, hold on, right there.
Good job.
Right there.
What
Damn
is
it!
pointing
Y'all
at?
know where it's at. I'm trying to show y'all radio on.
Right.
As you guys know, we were a part of the Radio on Fire family years ago, and that relationship has continued throughout the years. And if you guys can see now, On Fire Television. Oh, right there. I think I'm touching it. Right there.
You did a good job. You did.
Television.
Let me see if I can point to it. No. There. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we're still part of the Fire family, whether it's Radio on Fire or On Fire Television. So shout out to DJ Diamond K for
DJ
always
y'all follow him.
Yes, for always coming through and doing some amazing things. And he also, does the BLK Lunch and Learn, which we're so super thankful for. So yeah, be looking forward to some amazing things. Make sure you support and follow all of these platforms. Anybody that we bring on this show, we bring on the show because we have amazing conversation and they're doing amazing things. And we feel like you guys should know who these people are. So yes.
And we appreciate it, y'all. I mean, it's so much that we have coming up throughout the year. We need you to not only watch and share, but we need you to also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We always have great conversations. We always talk about what some people are not talking about. And we have those conversations that some people are afraid to have sometimes. Yes, we definitely want to inform you and entertain you. And that's what we do. We feel like we can give you both. And so we have these conversations like we just had about transitioning, because those are the hard conversations that people are looking to have, but they don't know where to have them. And so make sure I don't know what this. Thank our 8 subscribers.
Thank you to the 8 people so far that have decided to subscribe to our YouTube page. We appreciate y'all. For real. We just need a lot more. So if you are around your friend, grab their phone, subscribe to our YouTube from their YouTube. Follow T Marie's YouTube, my YouTube. Everybody's YouTube now.
I think Radio on Fire has a YouTube as well. I think there's a channel.
On Fire Television.
Yes, On Fire Television. I think there's a to follow as well. Hey, before we leave, because I need to talk about mental health. We didn't talk about relationships today. I don't know if we'll get to it. Maybe this will blend in. But please, before we do that, please follow, please share, please watch. We will make sure that we do a lot of more promoting. We'll do content. You will see us. And we want you to share that, hey, if y'all want to have some real conversation about some real shit, please tune into Live with T and Q, because they talk real and it's real good conversation. Okay? Okay. Then can we talk about Mother Kanye, please, before we leave this month, please?
Well, he done did now.
So Kanye is crazy. Like, we already know he bought the house.
Period. The end.
But we got to talk about this whole deal, like him and the Pete guy, I can never think of his name.
Pete Davidson and his wife's boyfriend.
She too old for boyfriend. She ain't got no boyfriend. That's who she's seeing. She ain't got no goddamn boyfriend. So y'all too old for that. She got kids and all that stuff. She ain't got no damn boyfriend. She's seeing Pete Davidson. Period. All that old shit about her boyfriend. Bump that shit. But anyway, Kanye says that now, after all his other rants, that now he feels like that he has to borrow his children when he wants to see them. Does Kanye not understand the concept of what do you call it? Split custody, shared
joint custody?
Joint custody. Does he not understand the concept? I think he just doesn't understand that things do apply to him as well. I
Yeah.
really do. But we gotta be real. This fool got some for real mental issues, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about him and the content that he's crazy, and he is. There's something wrong with him. But we're not talking about anybody going to. We don't know if anybody is, but who is for real sitting down talking to this brother? Who are his friends? Does he have friends?
Yes, people, if they are his friends, because he's sensitive as well when it comes to a lot of
Yeah,
things.
Gemini, they crazy already. So
People don't want to offend or drive you off the deep end. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, we sit here and we talk about and we laugh about, you know, different things that they've done. But a lot of times these people are doing what they're doing because there is something mentally wrong with them.
yeah,
They're crying out for something that they don't have. You know, so we all take a look in the mirror. We probably have done things as well that, you know, people would laugh at us about when truthfully we were just crying out for some attention or some love or some assistance or something. But Kanye still
he's a different kind of special right now, and he really, again, like I don't. It's okay. I think about it in this content. I know I have my issues, and I be going through it. But I also have friends that, and I'm a Gemini, so I know I'm crazy, and I know how this goes, right? So I know his personality, and the Gemini men are worse than women. Let's be clear. He's an example, and so is your ex-president Donald Trump. He's a Gemini too. There's an ego
that's why they were close.
Yeah, there's an ego that floats in the male Gemini. We can go through this all day. That if they get on that strength, it's just they become a totally different character. Either way, I digress. But I have people that come and talk to people like, you are tripping. Like, what is the problem? Why are you acting like this? So I just wonder, is he too big? Is his ego too high? Is he not in a space mentally where he can even receive it? Because you can get like that.
I don't know, but whatever it is, he does things for attention, as we know, and as you may or may not know, I think Kanye just released his second album. Was it Donda 2? Like Donda? That? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Donda 2. And I believe he released it on his own platform that he is creating and pushing and stuff like that. So I don't know what's completely fully going on, but Kanye, we pray for you. We hope everything is well. We hope that you don't feel like you're borrowing your kids anymore, and that you get the help, the love, the happiness, and the support that you, my friend, desire and deserve.
As Kim, as you can see, all money ain't good money. Okay? Some you should have just kept your own. Like, I would never want to be in this situation with a co-parenting with a person who sees life only out of their lenses, where there's no compromise, where they're willing to do whatever to get the attention. And this is the father of your children, who they have to deal with his issues as well. So again, I say we have to be careful who we partner with, which is, if I've never said anything else in my relationship, coaching, counseling, or talk, please be aware, be very particular and intentional about who you partner with, who you decide to share life with, because not only are they your partners, they become your kids' influences, and they become your kids' guardians, whether they're step parents or parents. They become the people who care for your kids and cover your kids. So you have to be very particular about when you're making choices about a partner, about who you're choosing to do life with.
Yeah,
we got to start using more of our senses and not our emotions. We're too emotionally driven right now, and we got to start, coming back and start thinking before we start, saying, "Hey, I want to be with this person."
So. Yeah. And speaking of being with this person, Keke Wyatt, our girl Keke Wyatt, the songstress, has gone on social media to let the world know that she and her, it doesn't matter, but her third husband, was it Zachariah? Zachariah? Yes, Zachariah David Daring. They're expecting their second child together, but I believe it would make it her 11th child. Well, congratulations to Keke Wyatt. and her husband and the family on their addition to the family. Now, people look, they always talk about Keke Wyatt. She's been pregnant her majority of her adult life, but she keeps all her children together.
Yeah.
She ain't been out here begging for nobody's money.
Right.
It's always with a husband or whatever.
Right.
You know,
That's
people can
true.
talk mess, but Keke Wyatt has done what she wanted to do, how she wanted to do it. Nick Cannon just out here slanging it. The only kids he had in a marriage, not that mattered, was with Mariah, and he been slanging it. And I think he got another child on the way right now with his first Asian, I think it is. It's like an Asian lady or something like that. So, and congratulations to, I mean, I know this doesn't mean anything to all the people who thought Odell Beckham was a homosexual. Congratulations to him and his lady, because they just celebrated the birth of their daughter, Odell Beckham Jr. So they just had a baby. So congratulations to them.
All the babies in the world. Listen, as far as Keke is concerned, what can we do? I mean, that's Keke's body. She's raising the children. She, like you said, she's done it in marriages. What are we to say? And who are we to say? Because remember, our grandparents and parents before them were having that many kids, right?
Yeah.
And so we can't say anything about Keke, whether because it's her third husband, at least it's her husband.
Yeah, exactly.
She chooses to be married to the fathers of her children. So who are we? She's taking very good care of them. They're not starving for anything. So we don't have a dog in that fight. All we can say is congratulations, Keke. Good job. Because if we're not saying anything to Nick, we damn sure ain't got no business saying nothing to Keke. And that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because Nick just out here laying them down the way he wants to.
Laying them down the way he wants to. Yeah, he is. You know, it is.
And that's a man thing. That's cool because that's a man thing. It's okay. Some booze.
Yeah.
Some booze. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it there.
But once again, congratulations to Keke, Zachariah, and the family.
And the family. Keep it moving, Keke. Don't let them stop you. I wonder what's she going for? How many is she going for, though? I do wonder if you going to ever get tired.
I mean, I know I would. Oh, yes. I know I would.
Yeah. Keke said about that. D my kids. I ain't asked y'all to do nothing for them. So, that's a lot. That's a lot. But congratulations, though, for real. That's that's different than laying them down and ain't got to be with them because, what's that boy's name? Just lays his out, just take care of them, be like, okay, I'm going to see you later. I'm going over here. This empty. Do this mean it's the end of the show?
Now the time has come to say goodbye
to all my girlfriends. That's a song.
Come on now.
I don't know the rest of the words.
We making it up as we go.
Oh, okay. Now it's time.
Nope, we don't.
You such a bleep, 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 bleep.
And that's fine. But we appreciate y'all. We will be back next week. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine. We'll be here. We'll let you guys know if we got a guest next week or not. And if we do, we'll definitely be posting it. So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Live with T. Marie and Q. Make sure you guys follow our Facebook page at Live with T. Marie and Q. Search us on YouTube, Live with T. Marie and Q. Now look, it can't be www.youtube.com/Live with T. Marie and Q yet because we don't have enough subscribers. Right. So once we get that subscriber list up, we can go ahead and change that. You can follow T. Marie at
T. Marie _U or T. Marie Talks on my YouTube. You can follow me pretty much really everywhere. T. Marie
on TikTok.
I do a little TikToking. I don't have to do it because TikTok seems to be the business. Everybody loves TikTok. Listen, I just don't have enough time in the day. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to come up with a content day, which means I'm going to take a day and create content that will go out for the week or I can use for later. So I'm trying to figure that out because I've had several people say that they've missed me and they've missed the content and they've missed the conversation and they've missed everything. And I've missed you all too because I really have gained some golden jewels that you really need to hear about. So I'm excited to be able to share that's coming up. But make sure you stay with us and follow us here on our YouTube channel, and of course follow me, and then I'll tell you wherever else I'm going to be. And make sure you go and purchase you a bottle of white or red, which is Moscato or Merlot blend of tasty wines. You will not regret it, I promise.
You definitely won't. And make sure you guys follow me at Quintessential1. From that, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, all of that. From that, you can be connected to all of my other pages. Definitely, I want you guys to, of course, follow the Quintessential Gentleman. Follow BLK Lunch and Learn. And from that, BLK Talks is going to be a new platform that's going to be coming up under the BLK Lunch and Learn platform. So be looking forward to that. And yeah, we have a big year of greatness coming soon. So be ready.
Be ready.
So we appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
See you next time. I see somebody on the chat. So I didn't even touch that. Oh, that was.
I know that was